Welcome, my beloved. 'Tis a bright starry night for a tale, for startless mischief abounds without fail. The story tonight is of love turned to spite, and how a born sang from beyond the veil. So snuggle up whilst I do reclaim a dusty yarn, conjuring all strange. Your toes in cool sand, hear the waves lap the land, whilst I beckon a crackling flame. Once upon a starless night, the ocean glowed with an unearthly light, and at its surface splashed a tail, a pair of flippers in a frightened wail. Not a soul on earth did say what my dear sister did to me. Yet I'm still here, yes, I still breathe. And as a Selkie, now I'm free. 'Twas a dream she'd had one night, being chased in dim moonlight. In her final breath, a prayer. No time to gasp a lung of air. She was one of sisters too. She, the youngest, hair black blue. The elder glowed with golden crown, her beauty praised all through the town. As years went by, their natures sparked. The elder fair, the younger dark. And while the elder showed disdain, the younger loved to feel the rain. Dark gave no care for how she seemed. She spent her time lost in her dreams of sailing off to lands afar, to be at sea, free as the stars. "'Tis time to wed," announced the fair. "'Tis time I made part of a pair. And if all goes along with plan, my groom will be a handsome man." "Marry not," begged Sister Dark. "Come sail with me in Mappa marked, for we will know what few girls do. Does not the sea call out to you?" A handsome man soon did appear, from lands afar to stay a year, and in short turn there laid her claim. He was hers alone, for her to tame. He spoke of things they did not know, of winter's flames and summer's snows. Yet far more time he spent with Dark. She loved his tales, but left her mark. She grew upon his ardent heart, but when he asked, she'd have no part. Fear had watched with narrowed eyes. Fierce with scorn, a plan devised. I'll go with you, said Fear one night. Who needs a man? You are the right. We'll sail the seas. I hear their call. Let's not stay trapped by these four walls. What fraught night this was for dark, with sister dear and map well marked. The ship was set, her compass true. Now I see cold in briny blue. Sister Fair, she made a plan. Dark must leave her to her man. In fury blind and greedy clutch. Of consequence, she thought not much. But after she had done the deed, guilt stabbed deep and shame did bleed. Dear sister dark, what madness I! The crashing waves did not reply. So down sank Dark with heavy heart. She must have cracked her skull apart. She tried to swim, to fight, to flail. Still down and down, to no avail. Glimmering keenly like a blade, a mermaid spied the fading maid. Sweetly slow she pressed a kiss upon Dark's frozen, bloodless lips. What happened next, no angels know. From out Dark's eyes poured eerie glow. Her silhouette began to shift. Her human form had a rift. Skin and bone, it fell away. And in its place, a Selkie lay, suspended deep in flecks of light, of filtered moon that starless night. In several moments, Dark then woke, lungs filled with sea, a startled choke. One frantic kick, her face broke sky. She splashed back down. Did I not die? Her reflection told the change of skin, and so she mourned what could have been. In hopes to speak, she made strange sounds. Alas, her voice seemed to be bound. Oh, there's nothing human left, she feared. Yet her throat, it held a souvenir. Not a soul on earth did say what my dear sister did to me. Yet I'm still here, yes, I still breathe. And as a Selkie, now I'm free. When morning came, Dark woke with start. Entangled kelp, she searched her heart. How can I so angry be? What did Fair take away from me? Dark still could swim to lands afar, be lulled to sleep by tide and star. What a lovely life, the girl rejoiced. Out came a whistle, bore her voice. A human bone stuck in her throat. It interfered with every note. To clear her pipes, she tried all things. But instead, the whistling bone would sing. Dark fell in love with her new life, as it lay before her bright. If only sister truly knew, if only Dark had left a clue. Exploring on the rocks one day, a shadow cast over Dark at play. Lightning fast the net did slip over her form with tightened grip. So beautiful, her captor sighed as he gazed at his new prize. Never had he seen such grace, blue-black sleek and sweet a face. Had only the man observed with care the anguish with which she fought the snare. She thrashed and clawed most fiercely wild. All lost on him, he stood beguiled. Won't you make a pretty pet? Our show will now be fully set. We shall place her in the ring. She's fitting for the likes of kings. And out Dark's mouth the whistle came, which made him giddy all the same. Oh, sweet sound, like meadowlark. And so the circus stole poor Dark. In heavy chains, she'd close her eyes. Fain the wagons brought like tide, till at long last the troop had found a place to pitch in her old town. In the span of one whole year, Dark had returned to sister dear. In the crowd 'twas Fair she spied, and out Dark let a mournful cry. Sweet Fair, she was no more the same. Her hair hung limp from withered frame, though the handsome man sat by her side. Fair was no more consumed by pride. Indeed, instead, she seemed not there. Her eyes, they darted everywhere. She searched to exit from the shore. To somewhere else she longed to go. For Fair had never missed a day of vigil where her sister lay. 'Twas the man who tarried so, who had her stay while her heart bid go. But the tent went dim. The ring lights glowed. The music faded. And time did slow. The crowd it hushed from front to back. All eyes on creature, sleek blue black. With bated breath, the group remained. Bear leaned in close, her knuckles drained. She slowly felt her soul go pale. This second chance she dared not fail. Bear had returned alone that night. A shock of hair, once gold, gone white. No sign of dark when asked, Pharaoh winced. Not one word she'd spoken since. Witnessed all her swift decline. Watched how the madness stole her mind. Every day she'd disappear to the cliffs from which she'd peer. Now no mistaking who light saw. At the ring she stared in awe. Her every ounce remained transfixed. Her gaze, it crossed the river Styx. A whistle soft and sweetly keen sliced through the hearts of every being. All in tears, no eye left dry. Only Fair had heard the bone's true cry. Not a soul on earth did see what my dear sister did for me. Yet I'm still here, yes, I still breathe. And as a Selkie, I was free. Jagged pain lanced through Fair's breast. She'd free dear Dark or never rest. Before she knew Dark's captors chased, her cart it fled at dangerous pace. Oh dearest Dark, forgive me, pray. My life lost all that cursed day. You've been my heart since you were born. I'll set you free, you'll never mourn. My sweetest light, pray stop, begged the Dark. You risk your life, I beseech you, hark. You've been my savior, don't you see? You gave me life by ending me. 'Tis my true form, the Selkie pelt. I'm freer than I've ever felt. Now 'tis time for your own start, to rid the guilt that plagues your heart. Clear yourself of inner strife. Love, let me go and live your life. Yet in light's haste, she raced the cliffs. She failed to trace the narrow lip. The horses spared, yet wagons snapped. Down to the rocks in waves that lapped. Selkie and maid plunged to the sea. Dark's heart, it broke. Light paid the fee. With tearful kiss, Dark lay light down under the waves with coral crown. The weight of loss Dark could not bear. A darling light with golden hair. Oh, grant us peace, she begged alone. She's all I've had. She had a taunt. Dark cried to sleep upon a rock. She cared no longer, took no stock. Up above, the silvery moon gazed down upon and granted boon. What happened next, no angels know. From far beneath, there came faint glow. Skin and bone, it fell away, and in its place, a Selkie lay. And so they swam to lands unknown, saw winter flame and summer snow, found treasures deep in sunken ships, together loyal without eclipse. So should you glimpse a Selkie pair, one starless night, one dark, one fair, then by this tale remember true how selfless love spared kindred too.